We know you. We know how you're not always on top of everything. And honestly, how could you be? The all-new Honda Accord with SMS text message function. It starts with you.
Morning, Carol. You know, in the aftermath of the tragedy, Hollywood did take steps to avoid being seen as insensitive. Fox, in particular, decided to postpone the airing of this episode of Family Guy until this weekend. And, you know, this is an example of how the networks are sensitive now about content that it runs and that it airs around a tragedy. As far as we've been able to find out, this episode of Family Guy didn't feature violence that would make it uncomfortable, but it does put, like, this whole Family Guy twist on the birth of Jesus. Here's a clip of it.
I remember when this was all desert.
You know, when the baby comes, we could probably homeschool him. I can count up to 9.
Yeah, hey, so tell me one more time how it is that God got you pregnant. Because when you tell me the story, it sort of makes sense. But then when I tell the guys at work, they poke all kinds of holes in it.
So, you guys are going to Bethlehem, huh? I went there one time on a donkey's night out. Oh, my.
So, you know, Fox has only told us that they switched the episodes to avoid airing any potentially sensitive content following the tragedy.
Michelle, I don't get it.
Yes.
I mean, that's offensive on any day, but specific to Newtown, I don't get it.
Well, no, I think what they were doing was just deciding not to be offensive right after it. And, you know, Family Guy stretches the line, Carol, so on any episode that they do. So I think they just wanted to say immediately following what happened, we're going to pull back. But, you know, we were talking earlier, just, you know, where's the line? When do you decide to come back? And in this case, because I think it didn't feature gun violence, they decided that this Sunday was okay.
Well, you know, all of these movie premieres that are being postponed because the movies that they're premiering are, you know, especially violent. It's like, how is it more sensitive later? I mean, why is it insensitive at this moment? It just seems hypocritical to me. It's like, oh, we made this really violent movie and some really violent tragedy happened, so we're going to postpone the premiere for a little bit, but then we're going to show the movie. Like, we're still going to show the movie.
You know, Carol, it's a bit of a catch-22. I mean, if you're Hollywood, you are there to provide entertainment and make movies. And, you know, we sat down with some of the stars of Django Unchained at their junket earlier in the week and asked them specifically, do you think violence in the movies gives inspiration or could lead to some of the violence that we're seeing in America? And they specifically said absolutely not. They do this for entertainment. But at the same time, when something like this happens, and we heard Maria and Anna just talking about it, this was different. This really kind of maybe turned the tide. You don't want to do anything if you're Hollywood to let anybody think that you're being insensitive in any sort of way, because everybody feels like crying. We all did. So what they're saying is we don't want to seem like we're celebrating something when the rest of America feels like grieving.
But we don't mind celebrating violence down the line. It just seems hypocritical to me. It's like, why postpone
it? What do you do, though? What do you do?
What do you do? Embrace the movie. If you think it's okay, embrace the movie.
I guess every movie made, yeah, I mean, you know, I guess every movie made can't be like a lighthearted comedy. There has to be different things. And in Hollywood, you have to sometimes make that decision. And that's what they're doing now. It's a tough one. I'm with you.